Oh, hell yeah! Yeah, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at you with another Forza 6 video. In this one, we have another request from Braden Ratejak, and he wants to see a Jeep build. Now, I have been getting all kinds of requests to do more truck builds on the channel, so this sounds like a perfect opportunity to find ourselves a Jeep and see if we can have a little bit of off-road fun. Now, I believe I have already passed the Jeeps, and there we go. Our options: the 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT, the 1991 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, that actually I believe is what Walter White's wife was driving in Breaking Bad, and the 1945 Jeep Willys MB. Now this thing would be a perfect, just a great build, but to be honest, I have done one of these in Forza Horizon 2, so what I'm going to do is take the 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee and see if we can make this thing a little bit of a performer. What do you guys think? Should we raise this bad boy or should we lower it to the ground? I'm not 100% sure just yet. I'm thinking we're probably going to lower it just because this is more of a racing game, whereas Horizon 2 we could actually off-road it. Let's check out some of these designs. That's kind of nice and subtle. And oh, we got some police shit right there. I'm thinking we are gonna go ahead and pick maybe a stock Jeep color. What do you guys think? That white is looking pretty nice though. Let's see if we can maybe find one of these special paint jobs. The camo, let's see what we got as far as the camo. Now, I don't really like the camo. For some reason it just takes away from the nice lines and stuff like that, so I'm thinking, oh, the oak, the mossy oak, yes indeedy. What I'm thinking is we are probably going to, oh, the diamond plate looks pretty rugged. Wood grain. I'm thinking we are going to go ahead and pick this nice red color because I want something a little bit bright, but I also want it to be sort of subtle, so we're not going to pick like an off color like a green or a yellow. You know, we're going to keep this one a nice red and see if we can make it a little bit classy. What do you guys think Jeep here? That 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So let's jump up into the upgrade shop and obviously start out checking out our swaps for the engine. Now this thing should have, I believe, the 5.7 liter Hemi. It's not going to show me the displacement for the stock engine. I'm going to assume it's the 5.7 Hemi. You guys may know what the SRT 8 might, or the SRT I should say. There's no 8 there. Rear wheel drive. Oh, this thing's all wheel drive. I'm thinking we're going to leave it all wheel drive. I kind of like the sounds of that. Should we supercharge it? Should we? I'm thinking for this one, yeah, let's go ahead and supercharge this beast. I'm thinking we're going to wring the shit out of this as far as power goes, so let's go ahead and make it easy for ourselves. Now let's check out, looks like we have the SRT front bumper, stock front bumper. I don't know what that is, maybe a Grand Cherokee or some other trim level of bumper. And then we have the one with the splitter. I'm thinking we're probably, now if we were going to take this thing off-road, and I'd opt for something like that, you know, we're going to leave the stock front bumper on this for now. Looks like we got a lot of options, which is good. Oh, the roof rack. Yeah, that makes it look pretty rugged. That makes it look pretty stupid. So we're going to go with the roof rack. I kind of like that look, making it look more like a truck. And let's see the rear end. Yeah, see, so that's looking like you got the plastic fender liners, a little bit of plastic along the back, probably more geared towards an off-road vehicle. I'm thinking we're going to leave the stock rear bumper. Lots of options for this. I actually really like that fact. What is this? Barely any change. Really? Besides the little ridge being there, the little side sill there. We're just going to leave the stock one there. And the hood, let's check out what we got as far as hoods go. To be honest, these are just stock parts. It looks like off a stock Jeep, I guess, if you want to make it look super sleeperish. But we're going to leave the SRT hood on there. And yeah, let's check out our options for wheels. Now, obviously, we're going to put a race tire compound on here just because I want it to be able to go around the track relatively well. And we are going to have to beef up the tires front and back. Now, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to beef up the tire diameter itself. So we're probably just going to keep this kind of like a street truck. See if we can find a street wheel. Those actually look pretty good. The old American Racing torque thrust. Have to obviously be a little bit bigger. I wish the offset was a little more so they stuck, you know, in towards more towards the brake. But let's check out. Ooh, those are a nice little option. I kind of like those. Let's see what else we got here. Now, wheel selection always seems to be the longest, you know, the longest thing that it takes me so long to decide because there's so many choices. I don't even know. Let's just keep it moving here. Like the little black with the chrome lip. I'm thinking if we can get this wheel to about a 21 or 22 inch. 21. Damn, that thing looks small as hell right now. But we're going to go ahead and install that. Ah, man, that thing looks, those wheels look so small. I would have really liked to see, I mean, I guess it's still a Jeep, but I would have liked to see a little more rim, a little less rubber. But to hell with it. Let's go ahead and keep those up. And install a upgraded clutch. Let's go ahead and put in a sport transmission just so we can adjust the gear ratios and the race diff. That way we can adjust it if we want to go a little bit more to the rear or a little bit less to the rear depending on what we're doing. Now, if this was Horizon 2, we would be able to take this thing off-roading, but since it's only Forza 6, you know, oh man, look at this. We're going to have to go a little bit lower there, ladies and gentlemen. Since it is Forza 6, we are going to keep it kind of track-oriented because there's not too much off-roading going on. And stiffen up those sway bars. And we're going to do a sport weight reduction just because this thing, probably a pig from the factory. I don't know what these things weigh, but I'm sure it's close to 5,000 pounds. Let's start out with our favorites, intake and exhaust. Boom. And I'm going to jump all the way down here to the supercharger. 667 performance points as it sits. And we're going to upgrade the intercooler. It's helping things flow a little bit better. And the flywheel. We're just going to put that for shits and giggles, lighten things up. And oil and cooling. And I'm thinking we are going to top this out at about 700 performance points. And things are looking pretty fresh. So first and foremost, I'm thinking that we need to do a little bit of tuning on this thing before we take it to the track. And then what I would like to do, take it to the drag strip and then take it out to the airstrip and see how it performs. So let's jump up into the tuning, and what we're gonna do in here, keep our gearing 303 kilometers, 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. That's pretty respectable. We're gonna leave the camber the way that it is. Springs, I want lowered, but I'm going to lower the rear just a little bit more because there's a lot of wheel gap in the back. A little bit of I twisted my brain right there, and so I would like to kind of even it up a bit. So we're not going to slam the front all the way, and dampen differential we are going to leave where it is right now. So let's just take a look at this car. Thing is looking magnificent, or SUV I should say. The Jeep owner would literally smack you for saying that shit in front of them. Let's go ahead and paint this thing up because it needs a little bit of tint on those windows. looking badass. And I'm thinking the wheels, black them out, give things a nice stealth look. And what else do we got here? The hood, we are going to leave the color of the Jeep, just because it's an SUV and not no little rice burner. So with that being said, we are going to jump up into the test track area. Now, I did a drag race build the other day, and the thing about it is I went to the Hockenheimring, their drag strip, but the fact of the matter is you spin a hell of a lot more, so we're going to take it to the test track airfield drag strip. You just hook up way better in this, no wheel spin. So this, I think, is more like they prepped it a little better in game, so to speak, you know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead and do this, see what we are running here. Quarter mile status. Quick into second. Fourth. Into fifth. Coming up on the quarter mile, an 11.4, which is totally respectable. You will be pulling on all kinds of shit at the drag strip with an 11.4, so that is, you know, I'm liking that. Car sounded healthy. Let's take it to the full out airstrip and go for a little bit of a rep, shall we? So let's go ahead, select the track, the test track airfield, the full circuit, and start ourselves up a little bit of a private session. So if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to smash that like button. If you want to see more, don't forget to click subscribe. If you know, you got any requests, comments, let me know down in the comment section and we will do our best to get to them. Alright, let's see what the hell we got going on here. Thing looks sick, to be honest. Don't really need a helmet in this thing. Look at the interior, it's bad as hell, man. Thing is badass. Now, one SUV I would like to see is the Durangos. Durangos are pretty sick in my opinion. A little bit bigger than this, I think, body wise. Just shooting that fire. And we are off. First impressions, the thing pulls. Not too much body roll. Obviously it's a big truck, so it just wants to push itself forward through those corners. All-wheel drive, very effective. When you point it in one direction, it just goes there. Oh, brakes, not nearly as effective as I would have liked on that corner, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it moving. Get the tire wall. Didn't even look like we did any damage, man. Trying to get the hang of this thing around the corners. Now, it still is a boat. Could use a little bit more weight reduction, to be honest. Would probably put us into, I think, a S1 class. She just slides. You can see when I came around that corner, the weight just shifted from side to side, and then when it does, it just slides. See if she'll do a little donut, shall we? Second gear. Flat spins. This thing is a monster, to be honest. Like I say, a little bit heavy around the corners. Could use a bit of weight reduction. But, my God. When you get your foot into it, fourth gear, all-wheel drive, and we are friggin' spinning tire. Like I say, the weight just shifts back and forth. See how she do in a parking lot situation here. Drifting around those light poles. Like the all-wheel drive could use a little bit of adjustments to the rear. if we really want it to get crazy with the drifting. Oh, there's a perfect example, because I wanted to step on it and get the ass end to kick out, but instead it went completely straight. All in all, quite a nice build. Great suggestion. We're gonna park it up douchebag style. Totally sideways in this bish, and take our screenshot and put an end to this video. So once again, if you guys enjoyed this one, don't forget to click that like button. Shit, I already said my piece, so we're just gonna put an end to this video. I just want to say thank y'all mofos for watching, and we're gonna catch y'all at the next one, man. Peace.